It's like, Nathan's stroking his mic. Turn the volume down while you do it.
It's fine.
It's not.
It's
It's
fine.
gonna be an echo, and you're not gonna sync it because you're a lazy.
I will sync it. Shut up.
Alright, you know what your punishment is?
What? No. Okay, so look, we're gonna be talking regularly through. Shut up.
Tim and Nathan do the games.
We'll tell stories and talk through until the last match, and then
It gets serious. So it's a best of 3, and the decider is the serious match. Up until then, we're going to fuck around. So welcome to Sunday Smash, the show where we talk about the show. We get James Lipton on ourselves and just like fucking.
I don't even know who that guy is, man. You can't.
Inside the actor studio, bro.
I don't know what that is.
It's the show where actors talk about themselves.
Jimmy, you're talking to a guy who doesn't know anything. Like, you can't expect to just say words and have me understand them. You had stories to tell. Just fucking.
Okay, I had a bit of a crazy night.
Jim has a crazy
Seems
night
to be a recurring thing.
every fucking Saturday, apparently.
No, I have a crazy night most nights, to be honest.
Oh fuck! Thank you. Damn it.
Yeah, so I went to a couple of parties last night, neither of which I was invited to. I didn't gate crash. I don't agree with gate crashing. I think it's the shittiest thing you can possibly do. Like,
But that's what you did.
I got asked for. Like,
Okay, so
Not
someone
that
else
bad.
someone else let you gate crash.
yeah, basically.
That's a bit dumb.
Anyway, so the first one I went to, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain why, but there was a bouncing castle, and it was amazing.
Why was there a bouncing castle? I want to know.
I don't fucking know. There was shirtless butlers who had actually been hired. to,
Wait,
like, do
what?
that.
Are you fucking serious?
Okay, this
You just told me there was a bouncing castle, Jim. You didn't tell me about shirtless butlers.
Actually, this story has a lot of layers to it. I shouldn't have revealed the twist ending.
God damn it.
The butlers aren't the twist, but they're definitely the ending. So, like, I was chilling at this, like, party, and I didn't want to talk to anybody, because they're all, like, 22, 23, and they're like, I graduated, I'm going to be mildly condescending when I talk to you. And I can't get past that, because I'm an insecure person, so...
Why does this keep happening?
I didn't talk to many people. I talked to like 2 people. I talked to the girl whose party it was, and I was like, thank you very much for having me, and she was like, no worries. And I was like, I'm going to go bounce in this bouncy castle, which you have. I didn't ask why, I didn't question it, because I thought maybe if I did, they'd take it away. So I just got on it and had no fun. So we're bouncing in the bouncing castle, and we're about, by this point, because we had drinks beforehand at my friend's house, because we weren't sure it was going to be a good night, so we had our fun, like, we talked shit and whatever beforehand. The plan was to, like, chat up bitches, like, all night. That was actually the plan. That didn't end up happening at any point. It normally does, like, it honestly, like, we give it a good shot, and we normally talk to, like, a lot of random ass people, but we didn't. Anyway. So it was me and, like, 3 other mates. And we get there, I'm about 5 beers in. I'm drinking my 5th beer. No, I'm drinking my 4th beer. I brought a 6-pack of Carltons. Carlton's are basically the I hate myself, I'm just gonna put these in me drink. It was $16 for a 6-pack, which is disgustingly cheap for Melbourne. I was sipping my drink, and one of my mates get on the bouncy castle, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be a part of this. So I got on the bouncy castle as well. I'm just rocking you, by the way.
I don't know.
I
killed myself 3 times.
Yeah, true. I got on the bouncy castle, and I was sipping my beer, and I was like, guys, please, could you stop bouncing? I'm trying to drink my beer. And they're like, what, are you fucking kidding us? Like, are you actually, like, stopping us from enjoying ourselves on a bouncy castle so you can get drunk? What are you, a stepdad right now? Like,
oh man,
the kids stop having fun so I can drink more.
You don't want to be called a stepdad.
Anyway, so I managed to finish my drink without spilling a drop inside the bouncing castle.
Was it in a bottle, right?
It was in a bottle. It was a bottle of Carlton, which... It's a pretty narrow neck bottle, like, it's not a longy or anything.
Is it just me, or is Luigi really big?
Like,
as a being?
It's because Zero Suit Samus has to fit inside the Samus model.
Yeah, that's true. Well, not really, because there's like a big flash of light when she transforms.
Yeah. Anyway, so I finished my beer, walk outside to grab my 5th, so I'm a little bit drunk by this point. And, it just like fell out. I don't know what happened, man, but my hand was like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm done working for you, cunt. And it just like dropped.
It just dropped.
It dropped, and it smelled like it fell. Like, I'm not that tall, but that bottle was exaggerated. That bottle took a fucking dive for like the yellow card it got me, because it shattered after like falling like 30 centimeters onto the ground.
It shattered?
It fucking...
Oh, it shattered.
It shattered, yeah.
It didn't shout.
Well, I was shattered.
It's like, ah!
Please to drink me, please.
Please to drink me.
Don't plank. You're not good enough to plank, man.
Plank?
Yeah.
fuck is playing?
exploiting the invincibility you get from the ledge grab.
I can do. Fuck you. I can play the game.
Nah, it's got better than you lately.
Uh,
Anyway, so I finished my video, dropped my second one, and this. Alright, so I'm sitting there like just looking at it, and normally when some bad shit happens, I'm not one to be like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I'll just sort of stare at it until it goes away. So I was getting ready for someone to like give me like something to like sweep it up with, and then this man wearing no shirt and a bow tie, who's like, alright, he's a good looking dude. He comes up and he's like, oh, I got it, bro. And I was like, who are you? And he's like, the help. And he fucking like
oh my god.
pulls out.
Is this a Mario
No,
Party?
dude, like I saw his hands. Alright, I blinked and then there was a broom in him, and I was like, holy fucking shit. What mystical land is this? And he swept up the beer into like a corner. I turned around, grabbed my other beer, opened it successfully this time. I was very careful, I was meticulous with it. Turned around, all the glass is gone. I don't know what happened there. It was fucking crazy. Like, it just vanished. Like, magical, shirtless, like, sexy butlers.
That's basically.
And a bouncy castle.
That's basically the coolest thing you could have at a party.
It wasn't that cool.
Have you seen
They didn't look like they wanted to be there. Anyway, the story's not finished.
What kind of?
This is last night. This is last night, by the way. We're uploading this the same day. So this is literally last night. If you're listening to this, this happened. This was happening last night.
Unless you're watching this a year later,
In
but
which
you
case,
wouldn't be.
you're looking into the past. You should move on with your life.
Jim has since reformed. Can you? Okay. Well, I was just gonna wait for you to die. It would happen. I hate your fucking neutral shit. I hate your neutral shit. Continue.
Yeah. So
shitty
anyway,
stories.
we were there for like a couple hours, bouncing the bouncing castle like constantly. I decided that on the bouncing castle, like there was 5 of us in there, so it was pretty packed. And I was like, guys, check it out. I can do a front flip. And so. No. We were trying to do cat springs. It's that thing that like Xena does when she's on her back and then she like puts her hands behind her head and like
Who?
pushes herself to her feet. Xena, warrior princess.
I never really saw that show.
She was famous for it. So when you push up your hands and you go straight to your feet.
Oh, that's like what
And I can
fucking
do-
Buzz does. And
Yeah. Anyway, I could do those. So I was doing those on the thing, and everyone's
that's what
like, "Whoa."
I know from Buzz Lightyear, guys.
And I was like teaching people, like people were walking in, like, "Hey, what's going on? Oh, sick!
you could
Can I
do
try
it,
that?"
You could do it on the
giant.
trampoline. Or just like.
So I'm drinking coffee. Yeah, it's bouncing castle, but yeah. Oh, this is a decider, Nathan. We have to get serious. Anyway,
No, this isn't a decider. This isn't the real match.
alright, you,
You
can
can
have
play
one more.
fucking-
You can have one more joke game
You can play,
if
you
you
can play
want.
fucking Venusaur if you want.
No?
I'd be happy to rock you as fatty
Anyway,
dwarf.
and then I was like, oh, I'll try and do some flips. I was doing like cartwheels and flips and shit. They all looked pathetic, and some of them were filmed, and it's still fucking hilarious. Anyway, my mate was like, he tried to do a flip, and he sort of did it like off his butt, like off the ground, and sort of just like rolled over, and everyone started chanting butt flip for some reason. And then everyone decided they wanted me to do a butt flip, and I was like, guys, I don't know if I'm ready for that. So I decided to try and...
You had to purposely fuck up or something?
No, I had to start, I had to jump onto my butt, and then get up, and then do a flip.
Jump. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. That's,
Which isn't, yeah, it's not
that's a,
possible.
bit, that's a bit difficult.
So I tried, like, I really gave it a good try, and there's all these, like, videos of it. And my friend kept deleting the videos by accident, because he's a dickhead.
How do you do that?
I think he just wanted to keep seeing me do it. Anyway, so I did all these, like, quality butt flips. And then the last one is, my arms are starting to hurt, like, really, like, bruised up. Anyway, so, like, jumped on my butt, did a flip, realized I wasn't gonna make it. I tried to do it backwards, so I did a 180, turned backwards. I was already, like, I saw the video, it's gone now. Then I did a 180, tried to turn around, and then flip over while I was, like, already on the ground, and it honestly looks like I've just made a horrendously, like, contrived effort to knee myself in the face.
And you did.
And I did, and I have, a black eye now.
Wow. The goddamn butt flip. I really had
The butt flip fucking betrayed me, man.
Did it end in tears?
Nah, it ended with me being like, oh, guys, I need myself in the face. And they're like, yeah, we saw it. And I was like, oh, does it look cool? And they're like, no.
Why? How would it? God damn it!
Ah, get shine spiked, you cock.
You cock.
Oh, God. Big mistake.
Can you really just? Jim,
Sorry.
can you really just stop?
Can you not handle the rocking?
You're playing Fox for fuck's sake.
I've never been good at Fox, dude. You
Yeah.
just lost the game.
But this is Ganondorf you're playing against.
Anyway, so we left that party and we had to head to the other one, which was the primary event. Like, the party, I thought the party with the bouncy castle, I thought that was the day before. No, the party with no bouncy. The second one, I thought that was the day before, so I agreed to go to both, not realizing I double booked myself. But there was a few mutual friends that did the same thing. My friend's excuse for thinking the party was the day before was, oh fuck. That was the excuse.
So
I was like, yeah,
wait, you got there and he said, oh fuck.
No, I texted my friend being like, what's going on tonight? And he's like, oh fuck. And I was like, I texted my other friend being like, what happened? He's like, I don't know, I got a text saying, oh fuck. And I was like, oh, I guess it's not on then. And he's like, yeah, tomorrow. And I was like, oh cool.
So then,
so we weren't planning on going to two parties.
that was the official.
I'm not such a loose cunt that has booked 2 parties, one night.
That was the official.
That was the party line.
That was the bulletin.
Yeah.
No, like the press. That was a press release.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I was at 2 parties. So the second party we went to, the primary party, we get there and there's like 30 people on the porch, and I was like, fuck yeah, the place is overflowing with people. It's gonna be awesome. Meet some people, have some drinks, sit around, be nice. Get inside. It's empty. Everyone is on the porch. And it's not 30 people, it's a tiny ass fucking porch with like 10 people on it.
So where did you get the 30 people expectation from?
Because I was like, fuck yeah, packed ass house, there's like 30 people on the porch.
Oh.
It's just an abnormally small porch. So it wasn't like...
So everybody was on the porch. That was the party.
I thought it was 3 people deep, it was like 1 person deep, and the other people were just like coats on chairs and shit. It was some sad shit, man.
Phantom people.
And yeah, walk inside, there's a smoke machine, but the house is so small, the smoke has filled the entire house.
Oh, dear.
So... It's like a maze of a house. I couldn't see where the fuck I was going. So we walk in, we were like, okay, we'll go put our things down and then go and like just talk to some random ass fucking people. Walk in, get lost in the kitchen because the kitchen is a dead end.
What?
I opened the door and there was a fucking pantry and I was like, I thought I was gonna keep going somewhere. So like, I turned around and I was like, oh shit, I hope no one notices this is a pantry. So I walked into it and like 2 people followed me and I was like, yes. And I was like, guys, it's a fucking pantry, what are you retarded?
Did they know you?
No.
That was just the
So I walked back out. And like, I still had a beer.
You had Pikachu.
Huh?
Because this is
serious.
This is the super serious match.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't
Anyway,
know.
so I walked out the back porch, and all the people I knew were just like gathered in a circle on the back porch, and I was like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "Hey, this is terrible," and I was like, "Sick." So we stood around talking for a while. Then I pissed off out front with my mate and talked to some dude who was British, and I was like, "Sick, that's interesting." And oh fuck, what was it interesting? Some girl that I went to primary school with recognized me, and she was like, "Hey, we went to primary school together," and I was like, "Oh, I don't remember you. Why do you remember me?" And she was like, "I don't know. Is it weird?" And I was like, "Yes." It was.
That's
I'm an honest person.
That's sad.
It wasn't sad, like...
Why is it weird?
She was like...
To be fair though,
she had no right to remember me.
If I had someone from primary school that remembered me, I'd be like, I probably didn't. You probably didn't like me, so I don't know what's happening.
Oops, my bad.
Ah, you silly man.
Sweaty hand. I didn't sleep last night at all. Anyways, the story continues. The story of my night was last night. So we're at the shit party, and I'm talking to this girl that like remembered me from primary school. Work out that she's like 3-4 years younger than me, and I was like, okay,
Whoa, what? How
let's vacate.
How did you go to primary school and she was 3-4 years younger?
Because she's friends with like one of my old friend's little sisters. And
so she went to the same primary school as you, but she
no, she knew me because I'd be hanging out with him and shit.
Yeah, but you weren't in like the same year level?
Well, no, not at all. Anyway, I still don't know who the fuck she is. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
I tried to be nice. I couldn't muster it. Anyway, so that happened.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that.
No, that's a really mean story. Anyway, so I talked to a bunch of people. Generally, like, off-putting party. Comes time to, like, wrap up because the few people that, like, I was enjoying talking to, like, bailed. So I was just having fun, like, working out what people were doing there because no one seemed to actually know the guy whose house it was. Apparently his name was Jock.
His name was Jock.
I think it was a joke. Like, I'm not a... We can't compete with my mutual aims. Yeah. I thought it was a joke, so I didn't want to say his name, so I met him and I was like, hey, man.
So you actually didn't meet him? You met him in the
I met him very briefly. He looked like the kind of guy who'd invite 100 people to his house and have like 20 people rock up, to be honest. Anyway, lovely guy. I appreciated him having me around. I didn't break anything or anything. It was respectful.
Do you normally?
Well,
If you don't like the party, do you break shit?
No. It's mean. Anyway, so That party was a bust. Just had like sat around talking to mates, which we could have done not in fucking middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Basically, yeah.
One of my friends would live around the corner, and I was like, hey, can we just go sit at yours since there'd be chairs there and less hipsters like floating around trying to talk to us? And she was like, yeah, cool. So we went to hers and sat around with her dog for like an hour and a bit, and then everyone's like, okay, time to leave. I forgot to ask for a lift from my friend, so 3 people had asked for a lift in the time between. So I got driven there by my mate, so I assumed that I'd be getting a lift back, but I didn't ask. So 3 new people met us at the second party, not the first, so they got priority on the lifts. I fucking got left in...
The people that he met got priority.
No, the friends who we met up with, who were already there but didn't go to the first one, got priority on the lifts.
God damn.
So I got left in fucking bumfuck Laburnum.
Where even... I don't even know what that is.
It's near yours. So, like, it's like a 40, half an hour drive.
Can't be that bumfuck then.
Well, you think you live in a hub, but you really fucking don't.
I don't live in a hub, I just live in
your own words. I've got 3 buses and a train line. I live in a hub.
I never said a fucking hub.
You said hub.
Who uses the word
Even
hub?
my mum laughs at you for that shit. She thinks it's hilarious.
I never said hub.
Here it is.
Really?
Anyway. I won, cunt. I won by entertaining our internet friends with my stories.
You weren't even playing seriously. Whoa.
Ooh. So by this point, it's about 4 in the morning.
Finish your fucking story already.
So I said to my friend, hey, can I ride in the boot? And he's like, dude, like, this is a good friend. He wasn't abandoning me. He just got asked and he couldn't say no. Because it was really lovely girls who asked him to give him a lift home. And he didn't want to say, oh, no, I'm obligated to drive Jim home because I drove him here. I understood, and I said I wouldn't hate him for long.
Fool.
So I was like, I'm going to walk to Burke Road and get a cab, which is like, what, 40-minute walk to Burke Road, which I can do. I can do a 40-minute walk, I don't mind it. Anyway, so I'm walking down fucking Whitehorse Road, which is this 4-lane Chinatown type area with nothing in it. Like, you're more likely to get rolled than you are to get, like, to bump into a friend. And what should happen, that I should see a guy riding past on his bike, and I was like, oh, Ben, and he, like, the guy, like, fucking, like, freaks out, and I was like, dude, and he's like, who the fuck is that? And I was like, it's Jim, and he's like, oh, hey, man.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew him.
Okay.
Well, I knew his name, didn't I?
What? I thought you might have just called out to a random guy. Like,
he's riding past on his bike, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, is that China bar? Like, is that, like, rice in that bag? And he's like, yeah, man. And I was like, I'm starving. Are you gonna eat that? And he's like, nah, I'm smashed. And I was like, oh.
He's got rice from China bar?
He got, tofu and rice. So anyway, I was like, hey, man, can I, like, eat some of that rice? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh, I feel really bad. Can I give you, like, a tenner for it? Because that's all I had. And he's like, if it make you feel better. And I was like, yeah, I would. So
you traded some rice for $10.
I bought $10 from a street friend rice vendor.
That's
Anyway, so then he's like, hey,
illegal in some countries.
He's like, hey, I live just around the corner. Did you want to come eat that rice at the table? And I was like, did you have a fork for me? He's like, there's one in the bag. And I was like, oh, there is.
Damn.
So I'm standing there, like, eating the rice already while I'm talking to him. And then I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll come sit in your house. So he's like, yeah, I live just around the corner. Do you want to come over? So we step off the road. We walk 5 meters to his front door. And I was like, you said you live around the corner. And he was like, what? And it bothered me so much. That
5 meters.
It was like not even... We were just outside his house.
I'm picturing you at
and he
the
said
shops.
It was around the corner.
I'm picturing you at, like, the China bar.
No. That's like Station Street. This is just like Whitehorse Road stuff. He lives in a unit. This is stuff. Anyway. So we walk into his house, and the whole time I'm just like, why the fuck did he say he was around the corner? He lived, like, right there. Is he, like, screaming me or something? Was he testing me?
For what?
I don't know. Fuck, man. You let someone in your house. It's their rules. Anyway. I was worried, but I was disarmed by the offer of rice.
I think you're a bit too drunk and tired.
Maybe I still am. So yeah, it's like I walk into his house, he pulls out a guitar and starts serenading me with his original songs because he's in a band and he plays guitar like really well. So I'm sitting there eating rice being serenaded by some drunk ass dude. I was just saying whatever came to mind, so I was like, hey man, how you doing? Like right now. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, like, not just today, but like, this month. And he's like, you know what? We had this like really good conversation about like direction in life. Anyway, so he's like playing guitar the whole time, like really like skillfully. He played me a song called Spider Fingers.
How was it?
It was really fast, and he was a bit drunk for it, but 10 out of 10. Like,
we'll play again?
Yeah. Considering it's 4 in the morning. So I ate my rice, we just sat around and talked shit. And we kind of reveled in like the unlikelihood that he would bump into me. He was at some other thing that I would have been at.
Where do you know him from?
Fuck. He went to school with... He went to school with a girl I dated, so I was friends with him through that for a while.
Right.
And then he just sort of hung around people I know, so I see him all the time.
It's weird.
Never been to
Life brings you to strange places, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so we did that for a while, and then I walked home. Saw 2 foxes. Oh, get it.
2 falcons, you mean?
I saw 2 space animals. I saw a cat on a fence, and it made me flinch so bad that it ran away. Like, it was ready for a pat, and I freaked out so bad, it was like, nah, fuck this guy. He's a loose cannon. I can't have him in my life. And he fucked right off.
As if cats want a pat.
He did. He was so keen. He was just sitting on, chilling on a fence.
Maybe, what if you're a dangerous criminal?
What if? There was a dude, and I crossed the road because I didn't want to walk past some motherfucker in like some
Dude, fuck this shit.
shitty ass suburb at 4 in the morning. So I crossed the road, noticed that he was Indian, and I was like, fuck, he probably thinks this is a race thing. So I crossed back, and then it looked really weird. He sped up like a motherfucker. Because I crossed the road and then like went back to like walk past him. Oh man. And then cabs were rolling up on me and like yelling shit at me, like they hated me for walking, because I was like fucking with their livelihood.
They with action.
Dude, you could have like tried to walk by yourself at 4 in the morning. Cops rolled up on me, asked me what I was doing, and I was like walking home.
Seriously?
Yeah. It happens to me all the time.
Dude, you're walking the wrong places.
I was walking from fucking Laburnum to Kooyong, which is
Wait,
like,
what time was this though?
This is about... But this is between... The walk was between 4 and 7 in the morning.
Okay, this is officially our last match because your story went on too long.
Okay. Well, it was a big night.
It wasn't really a night.
Probably gonna win
it
this
was
one some shit Falcon.
It was like a whole, it was just a day of stuff. By the sound of it. Like, it never stopped.
That was the night.
It's still going.
There's like a lot more happened. This is not really noteworthy.
Meanwhile...
And yeah, the day never stopped. And instead of... I got home, my mum was like, Jim, what are you doing? Okay, so I walk in the door. It's 7 in the morning. My mum's up. And she's like, Jim, you didn't text me.
Why is she up at 7?
Why not? It's a good time to wake up.
7? Fuck no. 10 maybe. Like, that's earliest for me.
Anyway, just wanted to enjoy a Sunday. So I walk in the door. For some reason, the soberer I am, the harder keys are. Like, I know what the fuck it is.
So you just, like, masterfully opened the door?
No, I was sober at this point. Dude, I stopped drinking like 4 hours beforehand. Like, I listened to 2 good albums. I listened to I listened to half of Graduation because the sun came out, so I played Good Morning, the last album.
That's so fucking... That's so movie of you.
I had to. Well, because the album before I finished. Anyway, I watched the moon set over the city, which was fucking sick. The moon set as the sun rose, so it was deep red because the sun was hitting it like directly.
Is Deep Red an album name?
Deep Purple. It's band name. Anyway, so I get in. My mum's like, Jim, what? She just questioned my entire existence at that point in time, and I was like, I ended up walking her and said I didn't want to pay for a cab, particularly. And she was like, why didn't you call me to come pick you up? And I was like, I don't want to wake you up. And she's like, I've told you before, I don't mind being woken up if it means that you have to walk home from wherever the fuck you are. I was like, Laburnum. And she was like, oh my god, you're a fool. And I was like, well, it's somehow your fault. Anyway.
Damn, rebellious son.
It's all in jest.
It's your fault, Mom.
It's all in jest. Anyway, so like, I'm just sitting there at like my desk because I didn't want to go to sleep. I wasn't going to go to sleep. Because if I did, I wouldn't get up until like way later. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably just going to stay awake, have a nap later, and get some stuff done maybe. And she was like, okay, you're an idiot. Do you have a black eye? And I was like, oh, no. And she was like, no, there's like a big mark under your eye. What is that? And I was like, where? And I look in the mirror, like while she's looking at me, looking in the mirror, and she sees me react to the fucking like welt under my eye, like this big ass fight. It looks like I've been punched in the face a little bit.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's enough to notice and be like, okay, let's call the foster home and see what's going on.
Jesus.
She's like, yeah, you got a black eye, and I was like, oh shit, I kneed myself in the face while bouncing in a jumpy castle, and I was drunk. But for some reason, just like shame washed over me, and I didn't want to tell her that. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to. Dude, you're doing the work for me. I couldn't bring myself to tell her that, but anyway, so I looked in the mirror while she was looking at me, and she saw me react to my own black eye, and so she knew that I knew something was up, and she was like, yeah, you see it, what is that? And I was like, really, it's not bad. And she was like, dude, it's like big. What are you fucking like?
Did she say dude?
No, I'm paraphrasing. Sick. QFT. So she's like, yeah, you saw it. Like, what is that? And I was like, nothing. I probably just bumped myself. And she's like, you bumped yourself in the face. You don't remember. And I was like, yeah, totally. That's just what happened. And fuck, what was it? It was something trapped me. She was like, how drunk were you that you don't remember being hit in the face? And I was like, I wasn't that drunk. And she's like, well, then what's the story? And I was like, oh god, I'm really bad at lying when it doesn't matter. So eventually she's like, you're hiding from me something, aren't you? And I started smiling. Like, I couldn't help it. I absolutely couldn't help it because it was too hilarious, like how dumb the situation was. I started smiling and she was like, oh, you're up to something, aren't you? And I was like, no, I'm not up to anything. I just don't know what happened. And she was like, okay, we'll see. And then she walked out, like being all worried and shit, and I felt bad. And then I played Hearthstone for 4 hours. And then I came here.
You noticing a pattern here, Jim?
Hold on.
Okay, there we go. You literally were running at me and dash attacking for a good minute there.
Pay attention to my story, man. I'm a story smith. Oh fuck.
This is... Oh, what the fuck?
DI! Some double stick DI.
Wait, was that it?
Oh, that's it. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Nathan, you did it.
I've won
All the
again!
previous wins are negated. It's just like war. You win one, you win them all.
Basically, until you lose the next one. Well, I hope you enjoyed...
Eurasia has always been a war.
I hope you enjoyed the episode of 90% Jim and 10% Nathan.
90% Jim telling his story of his fun.
And 10% me saying, oh man.
Hold on, what else happened?
Nothing. Goodbye.
No.
See you next
Something
week.
happened. Some shit happened.
Jim, we played 6 games. It's gonna be like fucking half an hour.
Oh yeah, I played half of Blackbird. And my friend said, yeah man, you haven't played guitar in a while. In the most endearing way possible. And I took such offense that I walked out. That's how I left. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. I told you I had stories. I told you I had stories.